here to take back the minds of so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, because you are the Israelites.
That's right.
You are not getting your righteous mind back in these schools.
Right.
You're not getting your righteous mind back in these churches.
Get out.
They are emptying your pockets. Right. They are destroying your mind, destroying the community. How do we know that? We can prove it with the Bible.
That's right.
We can prove it with the state of our communities.
Right.
What do we own? What do we own? What do Jay-Z own with all this money? What do Oprah Winfrey own with all her money? All these folks they lift up, they're so successful, that get you simple Negroes want to live like, what do they own? You can't live off Ciroc. You can't live off a pair of Jordans. You can't feed yourself off apple bottoms.
Right. That's right.
We don't own no grocery stores. We don't own no farms. We don't own nothing. That's a curse from God when we read Deuteronomy 28. That's how we know we're the Israelites. We fit everything this Bible say to the T. So no matter how much they say they got us from Africa, guess what? The Bible going to how in the hell we got into Africa. Right. Give me Luke 21 real quick. Bring it out. How do we get in Africa? You ask the black man where it come from? Oh, we come from Africa. Yes, they got us from Africa, but how did we get there? We wasn't always in that land. Even everybody in the land right now ain't of the land. Watch this. The Bible talks about it.
Luke chapter 21, verse 6.
So the question, I want to answer the question of how do we get into Africa? You ask any black person, we African. They got us from Africa.
I say Eve. You know why I say that?
Eve?
Satan.
You're going a little bit too deep for me.
Satan, I feel like he deceived her and she was weak.
That happened. That's in the Bible.
She felt for it, so that's how we got put there. Instead of being
very close. I'm going to show you exactly how they explain it. Watch this. Read that.
Luke chapter 21, verse 6.
We're in the book of Luke in the New Testament, in the Bible. This clear stuff that they'll never read to you in the church. Right. Read this.
As for these things which ye behold, the days will come in which there shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
And there's asking Christ, when shall we know the end is going to come? What's going to happen to us in the last days? And Christ is breaking this stuff down clearly. Watch this. Verse 8.
Verse 8. And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived.
Read it again.
Take heed that ye be not deceived.
Now when it comes to blacks and Hispanics, you Israelites, we always getting deceived. Right. We're always, and the man that did all this to us, we never ever question what comes out his mouth. Right. He put out a movie, gotta be the truth. He come up with religion, gotta be the truth. But God said, what? Read again.
Take heed that ye be not deceived.
God said, look out, watch out, because somebody's out to deceive you. Right. Read.
For many shall come in my name.
Read that again.
For many shall come in my name.
Many folks that came up and saying that they Christ. Many folks that came up with religion. We got Baptist, Apostolic, Kojic, Catholic, Seventh-day Adventist. You got all types of folks. One Bible, 1,000 different understandings.
Right.
Why is that? Why is that? Because Christ prophesied that was going to happen in these days. You didn't have all these religions when Christ was on earth.
That's right.
This came about with America.
That's right.
This came along with slavery. Right. Read again.
Verse 8, he said, take heed that ye be not deceived.
Read.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and the time draweth near.
Christ said in the last days, many will come and say that they are him, or they're of him, or they know about him, and feed you everything else but what he told them, what he said do. That's how we found ourselves celebrating Christmas.
Right.
Not because the Bible said do it, but because our oppressor did it.
But what's control over all that though?
The white man was controlling everything according to Job 9:24. It says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who's ruling the earth? Who legalized the homosexual law?
Won't we United Republic first?
No, no sir. Watch this. Now I want to show you how that we got into Africa. Because when you ask our people, what's your nationality? I'm African. They got us from Africa. I learned that in school. Watch this. 24, let's get that.
Verse 24.
by the edge of the sword? The Jews. Who are the Jews? You so-called blacks. You are Judah. You are the real Jews according to God. You ain't never been an African American. Right. That nasty, derogatory term. Right. Read.
And shall fall, and shall be led away captive into all nations.
So 70 AD, Google it. 70 AD, Jerusalem fell. Right. You so-called blacks, you Jews, were in what? Where was we at?
Jerusalem.
In Jerusalem. Where's Jerusalem at, brother? Jerusalem's right next to Egypt. So who is Christ prophesying about? The so-called white man kicking us about the land. Yep. Who was the white man called? Titus and Vespasian, Roman generals. Right. Watch this. Let's prove it, because maybe they think we're making it up.
No, I believe it. I believe it.
No, for the other, but not saying for you. But a lot of folks think Negroes come out here and we finna just make up some stuff. We can't be no learned man because we ain't on TBN. Right. We can't be no learned man because we ain't on the Word Network. Right. Watch this.
This is the book from Babylon to Timbuktu.
Now we research things. We talking about archaeologically proof. We didn't make the book up. You can Google this and find this for yourself in any library. Read.
Page 84. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter.
With what?
Great slaughter.
Hey, will y'all read history? The white man always been killing Negroes.
That's right.
Always. He was killing us before we came to the land of America.
That's right.
He was killing us in the Middle East. Right. Watch this.
Many outrageous and atrocities were committed.
Many what?
Outrageous and atrocities.
We blown out by seeing brothers' back get broke and died in police wagons. We ain't amazed to see brothers getting choked out on the street. We're amazed to see the police shoot dudes 16 times on the floor. Right. Yeah. This been happening to us by the same man that we love so much.
That's right.
And celebrate every holiday, every religion he come up with. What is we out here teaching that you black man, black woman, you the Israelites?
That's right.
It's time for you to wake up out of the deep sleep you in. Read.
Many outrageous and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people.
What people? The Jews, so-called blacks and Hispanics. Read.
During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews.
How many?
1 million Jews fled into Africa.
So when did these so-called blacks that was in Jerusalem, the real Jews, when the white man came, named the Romans in 70 AD, where did we run from persecution? Because those Negroes always run with the white man come.
That's right.
We've been doing that for years, generations.
Bring it out.
Cop pull up, we take off running. We've been running from white men. Bring it out. We reading about the history right here in the artifacts. Watch this, read it again. Because they don't believe this. Wait, this is where this from.
During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
1 million. Here we go. Jerusalem is right here, right, brother? Yes, sir. Jerusalem's right next to Egypt. He said 1 million Jews fled into Africa. If you're on the run, would you run around white folks if you're trying to hide from somebody? If the white man is chasing you, wouldn't it be wise for you to run and hide amongst people that look just like you? That's common sense. If the Jews were white, which they're not according to the Bible, it would be very easy to find a white man amongst a bunch of Negroes, wouldn't it?
That's right.
Common sense. The Bible is ABC common sense. But guess what? We have TBN to erase the truth.
Right.
We have the Word Network, the Christian church, to erase the truth of common sense.
Right.
So watch this. Let's finish that history up.
Fleeing from Roman persecution.
So 1 million Jews, 1 million black folks that look like Africans but not, fled into Africa, running from the white man. 1 million. Watch this.
And slavery. The slave market were full of black Jewish.
Read that again.
The slave markets were full of black Jewish.
Read it again for him.
The slave
history. Why y'all didn't heard this in public school system? Because the public school system ain't set to teach you nothing.
Right.
Why we ain't heard this in church?
Right.
Because the church ain't set to teach you nothing.
Right.
If you want to hide anything from a Negro, put it in the book. Because they know we don't read.
Right.
It's proven. Christianity is billions and billions and billions of folks follow that. And they celebrate Christmas. They celebrate Thanksgiving. They worship white Jesus that's not in the Bible.
That's right.
What? White man know for sure Negroes don't read. Why? Because we fill up his churches, praying to that image that's false. You're worshiping him. I know our mothers, grandmothers, our daddies don't want to hear that.
You misled about tradition? Hey, sir.
Better believe it. That's why Colossians 2 and 8. What's your question, brother?
Can you tell what Israelite mean again?
Israelite means, get that in Genesis 28. That's who we are. Our people don't know how royal they is. They want to be royal up under Egyptology. They want to be royal up under something else. God big that named us royalty since the beginning of the earth. We finna prove it. Watch this. Yeah, 28:32. Show it to him. African American. That's the name of two white men.
That's right.
That's a derogatory term. I'm looking at you beautiful brothers and sisters. And y'all sitting right here thinking y'all African American. Y'all white? Leo Scipio Africanus was a white man.
Right.
Amerigo Vespucci was a white man.
Right.
So when you say you African American, you say I come from two white men.
That's right.
Tell me that's not disrespectful, my brother, my sister.
That's right.
Tell me that's not derogatory. But guess what? We gotta write this stuff down when we fast sign out for loans, for job applications. What's your nationality? African American.
Right.
We disrespect it day in and day out.
Right.
Because we refuse to do what God say do. Watch this, read that. What does Israelite mean?
Genesis chapter 32, verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince,
As a what?
for as a prince hast thou power with God.
So when we come back to our true nationality and say that you are Israelite, that means you are a prince. Is a prince a regular person, brother? A prince is what? Royalty.
Right.
Right.
Royalty.
Right.
God put the title of royalty on us. So you are a prince of God, a princess of God. So why in the hell is we throwing that away for African American, for black, for Nubian, for nigger? Why?
Hey,
Because we don't know no better.
Lights are?
Say it
Can you
again.
say what all the other lights are?
Watch this. Go to Deuteronomy 28. You can remember Deuteronomy 28. How do we know we're the Israelites? How are we able to stand right here on the corner and profess all this? Where we get the information from? Did we make this up? Is we out here for your money? Is we out here to manipulate and pimp out our people like religion been doing since forever?
Right.
Like the education system been doing forever?
Right.
Let's prove it with God's word. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Give me verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
So we are familiar with the 10 Commandments, right? The story of Moses.
Right.
We were the Hebrews in Egypt serving.
That's right.
We served up under Ramsey, what, the 18th? That whole dynasty? We built the Valley of the Kings. Google it. We served 400 years in Egypt.
Right.
Once we was delivered from Egypt, one of the greatest stories that they love to retell over and over again, but never show you in it. Guess what? When we was in the winter, we got delivered from Egypt. Moses was telling us that, look here, if you obey what God say do, he's gonna bless you, you're gonna be the head. You'll be the one ruling all these nations, dictating law, procedures, and how they live. But if you break God's laws, give me verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Read.
But it shall come to pass.
It shall come to pass means future prophecy, prediction. Watch this, read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you do not do what God say do, to make plain to you, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
To do exactly what he's saying inside his Bible, in this book, the book of the law. Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
These what?
These curses.
What is a curse, brother?
Something that's like already prophesied in your life and whatnot.
Close. What is a curse, brother? It's the opposite of a blessing. So a blessing is a good thing, and a curse is a bad thing. God said, if you don't do what I say do, I'm paraphrasing, making it plain for you. If you don't do what I say do, I'm going to curse you. I'm going to have a whole slew of bad things that's going to happen to you for breaking my rules.
Right.
Not, okay. The white man said that he's the Jew. So when we read about the bad things that's going to happen to God's people, we should see him and not ourselves. It's called process of elimination.
Right.
So through a process of elimination, we'll see if what's written here lines up with what people on the earth. Watch this. You know what I want.
Verse 46.
Go ahead.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
And the day is some of the curses. So the curses are going to be upon the Israelites for a sign. How do we know that we are in Rosemont? Because the signs say we're in Rosemont. How you know that you're at a Links bus stop? Because the signs say you're at Links, you see a bus stop. So the signs, the curses, the bad things is going to be identification markers. You're going to be able to tell who's who and what's what. Right. To make plain to you. Read.
And upon thy seed.
It's going to be upon the ones that was there with Moses and the children that came from them on down to now. Read.
Forever.
No, give me your sign. 48.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemy.
So we are reading the curses that came on blacks and Hispanics. We are reading the bad things that are assigned to let us know that we're not African Americans.
Right.
That we're not Haitians, Dominicans.
Right.
That we are the Israelites the Bible speaks of. Let's see one of these bad things. Do this line up with the white man or do it line up with you, my brother? Read.
Bring it out.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness. Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemy.
So one of the curses, the bad things say, you Israelites, y'all gonna have to serve your enemies. What enemy? Serve them for what?
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord gonna send an enemy against us that we have to serve them for everything. Watch this, read.
In hunger.
In hunger. If you want something to eat, where you gotta go and get it? Are you on a farm? Do you have cows and horses, animals? Do you have a garden?
White man.
A farm? God said the bad thing that's gonna be upon his people was that for hunger, you have to go to your enemies for it. Now guess what? All nations don't have to do that. Right. The Chinese don't have to go to the stores and get stuff from the white man. They have their own stores. Talking about the Israelites, right? A lot of folks think that's living. Oh, well, what's wrong with going to the store? Because you are a prince, a princess, you're royalty.
Right.
You don't supposed to be begging for anything, working for anything. It's supposed to be getting brought to you.
That's right.
According to God. But a lot of our folks love that servitude life, that slave life. It's what's popping in America. We don't.
And in thirst.
So guess what? For thirst, if you want to drink of water, do you own any wells? You own Aquafina? You own any water reservoirs? If you want to get drunk, do you have your own liquor? Do you make Ciroc? You make Hennessy? They got black folks all over. You think black folks drink this stuff.
Right.
So if you want to satisfy your thirst, you have to go to your enemies. If you don't pay your water bill, do it still stay on? They turn your water off if you don't pay it, right? Where the fire hydrant at? If you crack one of these fire hydrants open and drink some water, you will get arrested for a crime and put you in jail for at least 6 months, ain't it? So watch this, read on.
And in nakedness.
So wait a minute, you got some nice clothes on. Our folks are very fashionable. Did you make the clothes you got on? You can ask anybody around here, they didn't make the clothes they had on. We don't have no textile mills. I know y'all think Beyonce own House of Darion. I know y'all think Puff Daddy owns Sean John. I know y'all think, no, they don't. They are the face to get you in the store to buy it.
That's right.
I know y'all think Jordan owns Jordan. No, they don't. White man own that. So God said the curse, the bad thing that's gonna be upon his people was that you had to serve your enemies. Who was our enemy? So-called white man. He had us in slavery, right? Right? He said you had to serve him for hunger, for thirst, for clothing. Ain't those the three essential things you need to live? You need food, right? You need water. And you need to cover your nakedness. You need clothing. The most three important things that we could care less about, that we don't need to control, we have to go to our enemy. God said that was the curse he was going to put upon his chosen people. Now let's see if it's a little bit more. Read on.
And in want of all things.
So God said, wait a minute. Not only those three things, anything you want, you got to get it from your oppressor, your enemy. So if you want an education, where you got to go? If you want to get married, where you got to go? If you want to learn about the Bible, where you got to go? If you want to get a bus, my goodness, where everything?
Bring it out.
If you want food stamps, if you want Section 8, if you want WIC, if you want to educate, if you want to be a preacher, if you want to be a politician, where you got to go? If you want toilet paper to wipe your behind, where you got to go and get it? The Bible's a true book. That's right. Process of elimination. Now look, we saying we the Israelites. Do the so-called Jewish people have to do that? They own the Diamond District. They own all these teams. They own a whole lot. They don't have to go to nobody for nothing. Huh? Yeah, no, have we seen 40 Acres in the Mule? Yeah. I know Spike Lee named his production company that, but we ain't seen no 40 Acres in no Mule. We have seen the bullet in the ground with a foot on the neck. That's what we seen. Watch this.
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
So wait a minute. Even if you want to say, hey, everybody got to go to somebody for something to eat, for something to drink, for some clothes, you trade with people. But he said that somebody is going to get a yoke of iron put upon their neck. Read again so you don't think you're making this up.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Hey, brothers, who put a yoke of iron upon the black man's neck? Who put a yoke of iron upon our neck? Who did it to us? Who had us in slavery? Bring it up. Who had us picking cotton? Who instituted Jim Crow laws? Who instituted segregation laws? Bring it up. I know y'all want to deal with that. It's the truth. This is our history. Who instituted black codes? Is this fairy tale? Is this make-believe? Huh? Is this Walt Disney? Is we creating stories? This is historical fact from Bible prophecy. Read the whole verse again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Bring it out. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
Serving your enemy, read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
God sent the white man against us, read.
In hunger.
He sent us to serve him for food. Read.
And in thirst.
To serve him for thirst. Read.
And in nakedness.
And for clothing. Read.
And in want of all things.
Anything you desire to want, you have to go to him to get it. Right. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
That same man is gonna slap a yoke of iron around your neck, around your feet. We're talking about slavery. Right.
Hey,
watch this. Let's finish the verse up real quick.
Until he have destroyed thee.
And them yokes of iron is gonna stay upon our neck until we were destroyed mentally. Till them chains became invisible. Till when you can serve this without them putting a knife to you, without them burning you. That you'll serve this and promote this with no proof, no evidence, no thought.
I read that in the Willie Lynch.
Yeah, that's in the Willie Lynch. Excellent, brother. But guess what? Oh, you know, brother, it's something required of you, man. Hey, give me Psalms 94:16, man.
Bring it out.
Bro, you one of the first brothers we done seen in a long time that damn near know everything we teaching, bro.
Right.
You should be on this side of the sign, because guess what? Our sisters need you, brother. Our lost brothers need you. Our grandmothers, our aunties, they need us, bro.
Right.
Jesse Jackson ain't gonna do it. You understand what I'm saying to you, brother? Al Sharpton ain't gonna do it for us. Obama ain't gonna do it for us. It's gonna take brothers like me and you from around these same parts that know this to show it to them. You understand what I'm saying? Say it again. Good question. Give me Amos 3:1. Be short to you. So the question is, how do the Bible defines the curse for what a curse is? Right? Curse is an excellent question. Bring it out. Yeah, verse 1.
Amos chapter 3, verse 1.
So we have to go to the book of Amos to give you the definition of what it is. Remember it said precept upon precept, line upon line, here and there, there and little. The Bible doesn't explain itself. Watch this.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
So now, remember we're talking about the children of Israel. The Lord has spoken something against us.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying,
everybody that come out of the land of Egypt, the Hebrews did, under the hand of Moses, right? Read.
you only have I known.
God said he only know us. Yes, he made everybody, but he only gives a damn about so-called blacks, Hispanics, and independents, making the 12 tribes of Israel. That's right.
Of the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you.
Therefore, I will punish you, read,
for all your iniquity.
for all your iniquities. You know what iniquity is?
Sin.
Say it again.
Sin.
Iniquity is sin. Different words, same definition. Watch this. A punishment, curse, same thing. Remember, he said he's going to do what? Read the top of verse 2 again.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Read.
Therefore, I will punish you.
How did he punish us? By what we read in Deuteronomy. You put it right together, brother. Yeah, when we read through verse 15 on down, he defines the curse. The curse was you come into your enemies for this. Now watch this. I'm going to show you. Go back to the Deuteronomy. Give me your sign. Verse, yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Now this
He's
is
holding
after
you down.
verse 15.
He's holding you down. That is generation curse.
This is
Generation
after verse
curse.
15, man. He said if you didn't obey God, he was going to put these curses. From that verse on down, he goes through a similitude of different things that are the bad things, the curses. One of them was what? Read again.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
A yoke of iron upon our neck was a curse, was a bad thing. That was one of the things that God said he was going to do to us for being disobedient to make claim to him. Watch this. Read on.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Read on. Keep your reading.
Verse 49.
Because now, when we read that, you wouldn't believe in the same, the next verse, he tells you exactly who the people he done used to do that to you. He get specific. You'll never hear this in church. Watch this.
The Lord shall bring
Read it so you know reading the Bible.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
So he said he's going to bring a nation against us from far. Where the white man come from? We was on the west coast of Africa, right?
Northeast.
Right? Is London, England, Europe close to Africa?
From far. From northeast.
We need a map. So I can show this to you. Because this is Africa. Come on, man. Close, bro. Now you see, this is where we are, West Coast. This is the West Coast. We fled from up here in Jerusalem, right here. This little thing in the middle is Jerusalem. We fled the white man, the Roman, and for close to 1,000 years, we kept going till we got to the end of this damn place, running. So we was down here. Now he said, read the verse again. Watch this right here.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Now I know this map is kind of condensed, but Well, you know, Africa's big as hell. This is Europe. This ain't like a skip and a hop. They had to travel a long way to get down here to Pacific Negroes. They ain't ground no Africans. The Africans knew exactly who was living amongst them and them didn't want us around. So watch this. This right here. Keep reading.
From the end of the earth.
From the end of the earth, because this is very far. To go from up here to down here, it's far to go look and get somebody. Read.
As swift as the eagle flyeth.
Wait a minute. The Lord said as swift as the eagle flyeth. Swift as the eagle flyeth. What's the symbol of the white man? It's always been, whether he called himself a Greek, whether he called himself a Roman, whether he called himself an American, his symbol, his ensign has always been the eagle. Right. The Lord put that in there specifically. Because that was that coincidence? How y'all brothers doing?
All right, how you doing, bro?
Is that coincidence? That's not coincidence, that's Bible prophecy. Right. God said, read the verse again.
Verse 49, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
A nation of people. A nation of people. Read.
From the end of the earth.
From the end of the earth, read.
As swift as the eagle flyeth.
During the Greek, eagle. During the Romans, eagle. The Spanish, the conquistadors, that conquered the so-called Indians. The eagle. Bring it out. We didn't make this. I know a lot of folks don't look at the science thing. We make stuff up. We don't research this. And then what we got here?
I was going to ask you a question about Spain next, but I see they fall amongst the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah. That's when the white man have called himself many things, man. He don't call himself, I'm Greek, I'm Roman, I'm Spanish. Yeah, now I'm American. Same guy, just call himself by a different name. And what's on the back of our money here? The eagle. Do any other nation use the eagle? The Lord did that for a reason, bro. You feel me? The Lord did that for us. The Bible is plain, we just got to use our common sense. ABC common sense. Watch this, keep reading.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Because us Israelites, we spoke Hebrew, we didn't know English. For our Spanish brothers, they didn't know Spanish. We spoke Hebrew. This man came speaking what his language was, the English. Or for the white man, Spaniard, Spanish. You understand what I'm saying to you? So the one is being Pacific. It's not hard to understand. Watch this, read off.
A nation of fierce countenance.
A nation of fierce countenance, because look. Hold on. Let me grab it here. Look what he did. It takes a bad man to kill children. It takes a bad man to separate families. A bad man to do what he did. Have y'all seen movies like Goodbye Uncle Tom? You seen Roots? Roots is like Days of Our Lives. It's very light.
Where it said a nation of fierce countenance. If you come close, you see on the dollar bill, it said a nation of fierce countenance. In the eagle's right hand, he got an olive branch, which means peace. But in the other claw, he got what? Arrows. Fierce countenance, because when he came, like the captains bring it out, he was going to speak peace to you, and then he was going to turn around and do what?
Kill you. So guess what?
Nation of fierce countenance.
If you ain't riding with what I'm talking about, guess what? It's either get down or lay down. Here's the originator of that. Get down, lay down. If you ain't doing what I say do, I'm gonna make you do what I say do. We read about this in the Bible. Now watch this. Read the verse again.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Now, when we established gangs here, because blacks and Hispanics established many gangs, what was one of the rules that we established when we was in our evilness? No women, no children, right? White man didn't have that law in his field. He killed women and children. Right. Even us, we said no women, no children. We don't keep it amongst men. We doing our evil. We gangbanging, selling drugs, whatever. But the white man didn't care about no women, no children. Prophesied in the Bible, and he still don't care about them today. What's being killed?
Right, bring it out.
It's not our children being killed. Ain't women being killed too? Right. And they damn sure killing us brothers. Wholesale. And replaying it over and over and over and over again on TV to get folks this time. Oh, black man killed. Oh, who killed? Oh, but some folks died in Paris. Oh, Lord, change your Facebook. Paris. Change your Facebook post, man. Put the Lord have mercy, Paris. Let's get a t-shirt. Lord, pray for Paris. Let's stand in the circle. Let's all pray for Paris. Bring it out. But don't pray for my brother.
Right.
My sister's getting killed down right in my face. We ain't got, brother, it's time for us to wake up. We are so greater than what we've been taught out here, it ain't even funny, man. Watch this, read on.
Verse 51, and he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle.
I want you to jump down to verse 68.
There you go.
Because you read about the chains, you read about all this stuff, and then you might have some nation where such and such nation was in slavery. Everybody been in slavery before, but we're talking about the slavery God said his people's gonna be in. That's the slavery we're talking about. And when you go with this process of elimination, we end up #1 when it comes to this. Now watch this, read that.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now watch this, we left Egypt, right? Under Moses, right? Served 400 years that we came out of that. Historically, did the Israelites ever go back to Egypt? So what was he saying? The prophet says that he was one of Egypt again. What the hell are we talking about? Because not Egypt, what was we in Egypt? When we was in Egypt,
Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So when you hear the word Egypt, yes, it is a physical place, but it also means bondage, slavery. Right. So read the curse again, what's going to happen, verse 68.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
So the Lord was going to bring us, 12 tribes, blacks and Hispanics, and Indians, into Egypt, into slavery again. How?
With ships.
How?
With ships.
How?
With ships.
Other nations came to slavery with ships. I'm going to take my time and just think about it for a minute. You can say 2 minutes. That's how great God is. What other nation on the earth went into slavery with ships? Question of the day. The nation went into slavery on slave ships.
Not be wearing this.
You got somebody from me?
Irish.
Irish and wrong answer.
So when they were transported as slaves.
They were in, come on. You know what indentured serving is? Because they were transported as indentured service. I mean, they got paid for that now.
Right.
We didn't get paid nothing. Right. We had free labor. Negroes worked for free. Hispanics worked for free. They ain't get nothing. So watch this. Read it again.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
1619, transatlantic slave trade. The Arabs, the real Africans, and the white man put us in slavery. Right. 1492, Spain's conquistadors came here to the mainland, they call it, to the mainland, and took back so-called native Indians back to France, England, all them places. They went into slavery with ships.
Right.
That's right.
Hey, I have a good question.
So.
One second, brother. You always got some good questions, man. I want to hear you. Read again.
And the Lord
That's how we're able to sit right here and say, you're like, wait a minute, how is Mexicans and Hispanics mixed in with us?
Right.
Because the same thing happened to us, happened to them.
That's right.
And the Lord made it where no other nation can make that claim. Like I said, who else went into slavery with ships, brothers? I done looked all over the place, brothers. I said, no, it gotta be somebody else. And we came up empty. Is that coincidence? God did it specific that way for us. People will wake the hell up. That's a sign for us. Right. Watch this. Finish that verse.
and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
And look, we got a picture showing y'all where all we went. They was taking us everywhere. Blacks and Hispanics. Transported everywhere. Right. Where the white man wants to go, we went. One second. Give me that Jeremiah. We're going to press together. 50-30. Watch this.
You weren't living right.
Huh?
You weren't living right.
Hell no, we wasn't. Bro, we've been trying to live like our oppressor for the longest, bro. Hold on, 1 second. Keep that thought. Do not lose your thought. Know what you got to say. I want to read this for them. Show them something real quick.
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel, the children of Israel, and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
We was oppressed together. Watch all these little old slave movies. What's the not only Django, what's the old ones that they make from the natives in? Yeah, them old cowboy westerns and all that. Gunsmoke, F-Troop, all these old shows, because they made from the so-called Native Indians first on TV. Before they started making fun of slavery, they made fun of how they conquered the Indians over here. We were oppressed together. Right. That's how we know we're the Israelites. The same thing happened to Negroes, happened to the so-called Hispanics. Now watch this whole, the question was what?
Oh, well, I was saying we weren't living right. That's why he put everything accountable to us. Because we were the first ones that he brought upon. That's why he said he know us. He really care about us because we the ones supposed to be laying the message. But we weren't living right. And look, we really betrayed them for a second.
Brother, you sick.
And then another thing, I always used to say questions that probably lead to a whole other conversation.
You want to see that?
What was Christ's name?
Christ's name? We'll get to that 1 second. I want to bring this up real quick because I want to change though. We don't get into that. Watch this right here. Because we step here and wonder, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that my mama, my granny, all these educated folks, all these preachers that have been to school, got all these big degrees and all this, they don't know this stuff? How did some regular Negroes from the hood come across this information? You want to hide anything from a Negro put in the book? Right. He had it in plain sight. He know y'all ain't never read it. It ain't no big butt on this. He'll never read this. Hey, put that stuff in there because ain't no big booty on here. These brothers ain't gonna read it. Right. Ain't no breasts on here. Kanye West, Jeezy and them ain't on here, so we're not gonna read it. Right. In plain sight. Watch this.
This is a book called When I Was a Slave. Memoirs from the Slave Narrative Collection.
Now they want to make it seem like, hey, the slaves couldn't write down their words or give accounts of what was happening to them. But then they'll come up with movies talking about what the slaves did. But how you know what the slaves did? You wasn't there.
Right.
How can you retell the story if it wasn't no information from slaves of what they was going through? Watch this.
Page 16. When I was a slave, I remember when they put them on the block to sell them.
So y'all see the movies where we was on auction slave box getting sold, nigga sold to West Virginia and Texas, sold. This nigga sold. Y'all see that? They show pictures of that. Read.
The ones between 18 and 30 always brought the most money.
So they always wanted the young Negroes.
Like sports.
Ain't that true? About after 30, they don't need you in the NFL.
Nope.
In the NBA, no sport. They say you're on the downcline once you hit 30. But between the ages of 18 and 30, you the man. Yep. We want you. You have value. After that, hey, yeah, man, we're singing. The NBA give you what they call a veteran's minimum. Damn, I'm 30 years old. Yeah, we'll give you the veteran's minimum. You about washed up now, brother. It's even less than that in the NFL. Read.
The auctioneer, he stand off at a distance and crying off as they stand on the block. If the one they going to sell was a young Negro man, this is what he says. Now, gentlemen and fellow citizens, here is a big black buck Negro.
Now let me ask y'all something real quick. When you're trying to get into the NFL, what do you go to? Before you go to the NFL, when they're trying to assess you and see what kind of athlete you is, they sing you to what?
Combine.
Say it again?
Combine.
The combine. Y'all ever saw that? What they do at the combine?
At the combine, they make you do 40-yard dashes, stretches, drills, that before.
They examine you like you're a slave. You tell these white folks with their paperwork, jump and see if you how many reps can you do? How fast he is.
Bring it out.
Like the auction slave block, same thing. Right. What they do for the NBA, they do the same thing for the NBA.
NBA combine.
NBA combine. But they changed the word up. It's a little different now. It ain't like slavery, you know. Watch this. We'll read on.
If they put a young nigger woman, the auctioneer cry out.
Hey, hold on. Thank you for bringing it up, brother. And then when you get into the NFL or NBA, what process do you go through? After the combine, they have what?
You got the draft, and then you got
the what?
The draft.
What they do in the draft?
Draft niggas.
They pick niggas. They round table. Hey man, hey look, I think this nigga right here. I think that nigga right there be good for what we're trying to build. That nigga right there. Hey, number one, hey, our pick is the big nigga from South Carolina. Yeah, we got him. We are so desensitized to it, we don't even see it as that. Same thing with the NFL. Except now they have a clock on it. Back then, wasn't no clock. Now they got, hey man, you got 5 minutes to choose your niggas. Clock going down, y'all got something? They got, man, look, we are the Israelites, brothers, no doubt about it.
That's right.
It's time for us to wake up out of our sleep, bro. Get back to what God's saying do, because guess what? This thing coming to an end.
Right.
Y'all see what the Arab man is doing? He's doing a lot of killing in the earth.
Right.
They killing his people all over there. He's like, okay, no problem. Keep killing us. We done position ourselves all in your lands. We done be at the gas stations. We done be at stores all over the place. Then guess what? Yeah, I remember they killed my whole family over there. It's cool. I'm gonna come over here, and when the time is right, click, click, boom.
Allah Akbar. Right.
What happened in
France?
No, California.
Oh yeah, San Bernardino.
What happened in San Bernardino? Most Negroes don't watch the news. Do you know an Arab couple killed 14? They wounded like what, 20-something people? And the bombs didn't go off. They had pipe bombs all over the damn place. So what? Our brothers, we cannot afford to be on sleep mode right now. It's time for us to wake up, do what we gotta do. Hey bro, you got a fire? You got a fire? Hey man, we look forward to hearing from y'all. Y'all understand, brother. Those that understand gotta do better, alright? You understand what I'm saying to you, brother?
Yeah, if you know, you held accountable.
We cannot know better and not do better, man. Our people need us. Look who's leading us now, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne. Right. Some of the most softest, demonic niggas you ever want to see in your life. Right. Where's our positive male image? We got none.
They ain't on.
You know what I done flipped it?
Something too that scared me about
if I'm not a thug, you know I ain't cool. If I don't rap, you with that. If you don't rap, if you're not an athlete, you ain't nothing in the black community. When did that become our culture? Right. When did entertainment become what we supposed to be? Why? Because this man right here, he made sure any simple Negro that got a talent, let's give him some money and make him the pawn to get the rest of them, because they know we are monkey see, monkey do to make claim to. Right. What we see, we do. Right. That's real talk. And guess what? And it's specific towards us, because what we do, everybody else do.
Right. That's why when
you sag your pants, every Chinese boy, every rich white boy in the suburb is gonna do the same damn thing you do. You wear hoodies. Every white boy, every Chinese boy don't put a hoodie on because he loves the way that looks. Right. Everybody want to be us, and we don't want to come back to who he is. We are so great, brothers, but we are so stuck on poison of religion, poisons of educational system. And we got to do this. Psalms 94:16, brother. Give me that. Bring it out. Us men, we have to do this, bro. Our older cats ain't gonna do it. Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, they got their money, they live their life, they good. Right.
They don't do a fuck thing for me and you.
Nothing. If us brothers don't stand up, nobody ain't gonna do it. Understand that. God is saying this to us. Watch this. This is why we here. And this is a small fraction of us, brother. All the black dudes ain't trying to rap. We played our sports. We profit to God the way God said we was going to, because we know this is going to change everything. Watch this. Let me finish this verse. Please don't forget what you did in a second. Finish that verse. Read it all the way through.
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Who's going to stand up? We stand up for the Lord. We know better. We study. We put the time in. And we don't come out here and tell it to you for free. We ain't about no money, because the Bible don't say do it. We actually doing what the Bible say do. And it's a phenomenon. You think we got to be able to shoot, shirt and towel, head high. My brother, Lord, high. Yeah, and that's what we've been accustomed to. Right. And then we'll get our sisters, simple as they want to be, everybody come on. Praise the Lord. He ain't saying nothing. He's entertaining you. But when you read this for yourself, because guess what? You want to have anything from a brother, put it in the book, man. Right. You read, say, wait a minute. That ain't what a man look like. That ain't what a woman look like. This ain't how I'm supposed to be treating my brother. This ain't how I'm supposed to be treating my sister. Oh, he's the devil and not my friend? And he is not my enemy, he's my brother? The Bible revealed all that to us. Right. And when we understand that, you see a difference amongst us.
That's right.
And that's what our president don't want us. He wants us to kill each other. He wants us to forever be lost. Watch this. Finish that verse and then I'll the question.
Psalms 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
God is posing the question, who done do it? Who done do it? And guess what? You don't have to do it by yourself. Am I up there by myself? I got my brothers with me.
That's right.
We all of the same mind, same spirit. We know what we are here for.
Right.
We trying to get y'all to see the bigger picture. Because ain't nobody done trying to show it to you. They don't want to see you be better and be who you want to be. They want you to stay on the bottom and level. No, I know y'all words. When I see y'all, I don't see a nigga. Somebody I can make money off of. I see my brother that needs this, and once we get back, we're ruling over all this. That's right. That's the plan of God. We supposed to be calling the shots on things. Ain't that man? Don't you want to tell folks what to do? That's your spirit.
Right.
We always try to tell you can't get two brothers because you're an alpha male, I'm an alpha male. No, man, I want to be done my way. No, I want to do it your way. Because we're supposed to be ruling stuff. That's our spirit.
That's right. Bring it out.
That's our spirit, brother. Why is we like that? Because God made us that way. That's real men.
Right.
And once you're back in your spirit, watch these women falling over. But the men got to be right. They're going to follow what you say do. In good or wickedness. You told the sister to shake it fast and watch herself. She's been shaking it ever since, ain't she? Now you tell her to stop it. Just on be royal like I bet she stop doing it. Because she followed what you say.
Right.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.